Let me start off by saying Happy New Year. Today I'll be going over my Deku mask that I was going to wear to Comic-Con but ended up not using. But I'll show you guys how I put it together, painted it, and how it looks when it's done. Stay tuned. I got the file from Cult 3D. I'll put the link in the description below if you're looking to acquire the exact same helmet. I started off by throwing this into Bamboo Lab Studios. So I can orient it, move it around, make some changes, whatever I needed to do. I'm just going through now and just showing you guys different settings I was using before slicing this. I added supports to it so that I can actually hold it up. I had to break the helmet up into 3 pieces, so this is just the first piece over here. If you guys want the full video of me describing everything, let me know and I'll post it. I'll post it at a later time. But it's going through the slicing process right now. Once it's done, it'll add supports and you'll see what it looks like. It'll look something like this. It took about 13 to 15 hours to print the full first half of the helmet, and this is what it looks like in the printer. I pulled it out the printer, and this is what it looks like with the supports and just cleaned up a little bit. I went ahead and I printed the other 2 pieces. All in all, I want to say it took about 20 plus hours to get everything done. I even ran out of filament, as you can see, with one of the pieces being blue. I do a mix of spot putty and acetone and apply it to the pieces. This will allow me to sand them down and get rid of a large amount of layer lines. It sort of looks like this when it's done. I've also go ahead and use wood filler on my pieces to fill in the gaps that were created between the 3 pieces and combining them together. The wood filler goes on and fills in the gaps perfectly, and then you can go ahead and sand that down. It looks something like this. This does take some time, but by going over and filling acetone and spot putty all over the helmet and then sanding it down, I usually do this once or twice. It gets rid of all the layer lines and everything can be smoothed out. I'll do the same process with the wood filler. I'll apply it, sand it down, go back and apply it again if any spots were missed. I use gray filler primer Bondo all over the helmet as a base coat to prime it. This allows you to see any imperfections or anything wrong with the helmet itself. And if the case, I'll just go back and sand it down a bit and then apply another coat of the Bondo once again. After going back once or twice, I believe actually it was 3 times, of just going through looking for imperfections, sanding it down, and then applying Bondo again. This was the last layer I did of Bondo before going ahead and moving on to the painting process. With all my prints, I like to start with a dark black or darker color as my base coat, and then paint whatever color I'm trying to get to on top of it. So to start off with this helmet, I use a dark black, I believe it's flat black primer I acquired from Walmart. I couldn't find this color anywhere, so I had to go to Home Depot and have it custom made. They have a machine that you can bring pretty much clothes or any color you have, and it'll convert it to the paint to that color. So this is what I had to do to get this paint. Then I just used my my airbrush to spray it on. It looks something like this when it was all completed. I started the weathering process. I'll show weathering in a different video, but it looks like this when it's fully weathered. I added some eye grates to it so you can't really see my eyes. I weathered it a little bit more and add some scratches and a little bit more detail to it, and then combine the bottom mask, which I'll show how to do in a bit of another video. When all done, it looks something like this.